They didn't invite him.
Oh, that's
Do
treacherous.
any of that shit.
That's
You know,
atrocious.
it was them and Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Fresh
Yep.
Prince took it home. But they were the first ones nominated, man.
Yeah, because they actually went to that joint.
Yep.
Wow.
So,
All I saw was the big satanic ritual with Rick Ross and Khaled and
that
Wheezy.
God did, and don't forget
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't need to see any of them. I just need to see Rakim.
I wanted to see Brandy though. I was mad I didn't see Brandy. I'm gonna have to check her clip out later.
How you doing over there, Sir James?
Fuck this world. I'm ready to leave this motherfucker.
God
See,
damn
here we
right.
go, man.
Hey,
Here
don't
we go.
do not.
Here we go.
put
Don't
that
speaking that shit out there, man. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Fuck this place.
He's already
You
had-
hate it just as much as I
He
do.
just had some bad fish. That's all.
Oh,
Some bad fish today. That's all that's going on.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
right.
Just running behind trying to set up these other fucking channels and shit. And and it's always, the smallest fucking mistakes that you got to go back and it takes 30 fucking minutes to fix.
Bruh, you should have saw us trying to figure out how to change our names. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Fact.
shit. I didn't
It
even,
was like,
man.
It's like, how do we change our names? Shit. We got to go back and change our whole Google account. Like, man, fuck
Exactly,
it.
bro.
I was like, it got to be an
Yeah.
easier way to go in and change the fucking names besides changing our Google account name, right?
Oh, Painless, you all right, man?
I don't
Yeah, man.
know.
I'm catching up on the shit, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have no clue, man.
Sorry, dude.
I didn't even look.
Yeah,
for it.
it's just going.
We'll
It's going
figure it
off
out,
the
man.
Google shit, man. It's just
Worry
going
about
off our, the account we got set up. That's it.
I was just so happy I got the audio working. I was just like, oh shit, okay, yes, that's my mic sounds nice. Yes, okay, let's go.
I remember I changed my shit to white.
Man, I just changed my shit on the fly.
My man.
All right, let's see if I can get this shit started.
Should we record now, right?
Yeah, it's recording. We're just not broadcasting.
Okay.
Ain't shit going on.
Hey man, all this is new, family. Shit.
Yeah.
What happened?
I said all this is new. Just trying to figure this new service out, man. It looks good though.
Yeah.
It works. I didn't get a chance to set up my OBS and all the streaming fucking keys and all that other bullshit. So I have to motherfucker.
We could just rip, man.
Yeah, I'm setting up the streaming now.
Look at your face. Oh, I've got the stank face. You all right, cousin?
I'm reading about the stage play. I want to see this shit. I want to see this shit. Nigga, I was just listening to the soundtrack at the gym the other day. I want to see this shit.
Just here, bro. Somebody was on TikTok talking about that shit.
New Jack City live in tech. I don't want to see Tretch. He just can't seem.
You know what? When we get on topic, I'ma speak on it.
All right. Like I said, man, I like Tretch since
because I do have some opinions.
Jason's lyric.
No,
and that's
Tretch.
Part of it.
I love Tretch as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Some of the antics of the last few years that my brother has been involved in, like that whole shit with Whack, and he, like, I don't know what it is. Maybe, these cats just used to garner attention or whatever, but it was, I'm like, brother, come on, man.
Let it go, man. Let it go.
50s,
There you go, man. Still thug it out. Gotcha.
No, well,
Yeah, man. I saw that. I was like, hey, man, that's a little something different, man. They done brought it to life, and they got Ice-T, they got G Money. They did a little something with this one, man. I might
I'm
be.
against it. I'm generally against it.
I'm kind of with Drew's on that too, bro.
I'm anti stage play
All right.
remake of black films. No.
All right.
You
they got
stupid.
Flex playing Pookie.
Yo,
They
bro.
forced me to watch Dream Girls every year at the youngster house.
That's what
Sick
I'm
of this
saying.
shit.
How the hell they get Flex to play Pookie, son? But yo,
Flex playing Pookie?
on the Grammys,
Yeah.
Flex Alexander?
Yeah.
yeah. But check it on the
might be dope.
that hip hop shit for the Grammys. I will say this: Flavor Flav looked really good for a recovering crackhead.
Yeah, he
Get
do. Yeah, he do.
black really don't crack. No
This
pun
dude,
intended.
I just saw an
Shit.
interview with him today, and he said that he had to, instead of fly back to Vegas, because you stay out here, he had to drive back because they gave him so much swag at the Grammys. Those little swag packages they give you. He was like, man, I ain't no way I'm putting this on.
Wait. They brought Alan Payne is back in the play.
Yeah, I said G Money on it.
Yeah.
Now I want to see it.
All right.
He
I
said,
got
nah.
money.
He said, now I want to see it.
Now you want to see? You got.
I said I wanted
to
to
see
see it from the jump. I said I wanted to see it from the jump.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go see this shit. You said what?
We are live.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right, man.
All right. Yeah, hopefully this shit's going through with the streaming solver. I don't know. I guess we'll find out here in a second.
It is.
We up?
Yeah,
You got
the
us?
theme song's playing right now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right, Tank.
Shit. Yeah, this is gonna be some serious niggatry up front.
The way I like it.
Man, let's just get into it, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Oh, boy.
If we look surprised, because we are surprised, this shit is live. Thank you for all our new subs and
Absolutely.
Yeah.
everybody checking in and doing all that good stuff. Like, share, subscribe, please. Get down in the comments. You have any suggestions and
Hit the bell and shit.
hit the bell and shit and hit that thumb. A couple times.
Come check out the stove.
Please check out the stove.
Yeah. Swable Room.
We got
media.
We got swag for you. We got swag.
Swag.
Yeah, boy.
You're right on.
All right. So, who you guys got for the Super Bowl?
The black quarterback.
Would it be easier for you to
Damn,
just
you
do the
wrong
old
for that, you
platform until you can figure out
You
the
wrong
specifics,
for
Cuddy?
that, Steve.
The American team will win.
Cuddy.
What's
I
up,
guarantee
fam?
you.
Hey, would it be easier to just do run the old platform until you can figure the specifics out?
Nope. Just run it, man. We good.
Fuck it. I'm not doing all that rigmarole. Fuck that.
We run it. We ripping
It
tonight.
either works or it don't. I don't give a fuck.
It looks really similar.
If
I know
Hey,
it's
if
all right.
not, this can be a throwback episode.
Yes, sir.
Later date.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying?
It's all right. We in the archives, man. So what you want to do, Ob? You want to bring us in or you good?
We already on, man.
All right, man. Let's go.
Let's go, man.
Go.
Oh,
I'm not asking again about the Super Bowl. Damn, you see, you
Yeah.
fucked me up with that one.
The American team will win, Ed. That's all I can tell you. I know the American team will win.
Okay. You you
Yes.
too, Drizzy.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Y'all starting off licking shots early. I got y'all. Okay.
Hey, how much
shit.
trickery do you think is gonna happen?
It's gonna be a good game
Yeah.
for sure. It's gonna be a good one. One I'm gonna actually watch.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Jalen. So yeah, let me see what he do.
Yeah.
Hey, they were talking about a lot of fuckery. The football being was it sports entertainment, and not really.
Correct.
Yeah, not really. Like a athletic event. Not like a competitive event, I guess.
Yeah.
Like scripted, like
what you call it? When did they switch the All-Star game to flag football?
Right. When they changed the
Yeah.
rules of the quarterback sliding and having to hit with the shoulder square and not helmet to helmet.
That's
It
how
came-
long it's been since I watched an All-Star game, and I just happened to be channel surfing Saturday,
Yeah, the
and
Pro
was
Bowl.
like, and plus they were here, and I was just like, hold on, what is this?
Yeah.
Flag football.
Mm-hmm.
With
NFL
NFL players.
Yeah, that's the All-Star game now.
Oh, that's bogus.
That's the Pro Bowl.
What
Yeah, the
kind
Pro
of
Bowl. I'm sorry.
Be
Yeah,
good.
So
Same
it's just practice.
dude, it's touch.
you're
It's
literally
touch.
playing flag football?
Flag football.
Well, y'all niggas hit all year round, and then all of a sudden, y'all got to spend for this
The
one
Pro
game.
Bowl.
Y'all
Yeah.
snatching the towel from off each other's waist, man. Come
best-
on, man.
The best of the best
I mean,
from all, from both conferences or whatever, and y'all playing a pickup game.
this country better never go to war.
And the crazy part is, man,
They ain't got it like our generation, huh?
No, son, this country better not never go to war. Everybody died.
but it looked like almost
We
a
getting
sold out
invaded.
house, man. That shit was packed. I was like, "Are you sick for this?"
Everybody in the crowd was a vegan, son.
Damn.
I mean,
Damn.
everything they
Sponsored
do
by
now,
Beyond Meat. Go ahead.
everything is they market the hell out of it, and they have all these other side show events.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the Roman circus anyway. We can go on a deep dive for the real deal. You know what I mean?
Look at
it-
No,
the
no, no.
anti-
No. My
the
thing is, I
antitrust
just
agreement makes it entertainment, and they can predict the outcome however they choose.
I haven't seen. That's just how long it's been since I've seen the Pro Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Before it was like cats will go full dress,
Oh,
but
yep.
but they wouldn't like really fuck each other up. You know what I mean? It's like if I got you, I got you, and that's about it. The ref blow the whistle, but they had on helmets. They had on their uniform.
Yeah,
But,
man.
Right.
That's how long it's been since I've seen it, because a lot of cats were sitting out saying, I ain't doing that shit because if I get hurt, I'm gonna be pissed, and I'm supposed to go to
Is
the
that what
Super
it is?
Bowl.
Maybe enough cats said fuck it.
Yeah, a lot of dudes are,
I
that
think
make
it's
the
the
Pro Bowl.
owners. I think it's
That's
the
just
owners.
kinda
They're
about
like, man,
right.
if I'm paying you $220 million guaranteed,
Because
nothing better happened in the last exhibition game of the season.
but the crazy part is the star defense player for the Browns tweaked his toe or some shit. What's his name? That dude, the number one pass rusher?
Myles Garrett,
Yeah, him. He
Yeah.
fucked his toe up playing flag.
right? That's true.
Dude, that big baby face gargantuan Negro. He hurt a toe?
Yeah,
He was
Yeah.
prancing allegedly.
Man, that dude is a fucking monster,
he's
man.
a monster.
Huge.
Because how the
Come on.
hell you do all that playing some Omarion football, nigga? Touch.
He said, "Oh,
He-
my."
He didn't hurt his foot in that fucking car accident. How the fuck he hurt his foot playing football?
Yeah, go figure."
I know his agent and the Browns is just like, see, this is why I want your big ass out there. I know you got selected, but you don't have to play. But
Hey,
cats is
there's-
like, shit, free trip to Vegas? Yeah, I'm doing that.
There's a guy I came up with in Youngstown. I won't say his name, and he was big at Ohio State. He came out of Ursuline
I already know who you talking about.
playing pickup basketball. Messed his back up, and they didn't want to pay for the procedure to be done in Canada, and Canada had the highest, what do you call it, technology when it came to like vertebrae replacement and all that.
Vertebrae replacement.
Yeah, they shoot the little silicone. They remove the vertebrae and they put the silicone implant in there, and it moves just like the vertebrae.
The disc.
And the disc. Excuse me. Yeah. So they didn't want to pay for it because he was a college player like everybody else. He was a star player, but they're like, you shouldn't have been playing pickup ball. It's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
With collegiate athletes playing for money now, are they covered under like workman's comp, shit like that?
Good question.
Question, because now they can get endorsements. They can get paid.
Yeah, but it's probably some kind of stipulation into that too. You know what I'm saying?
Saying that you can't play a pickup game, and if you do get hurt, your shit's void.
Right.
Because I mean, shit. Even when I played 7th, 8th grade football, the one thing the coach stressed, he was like, "Do not play backyard football during the season." That's the one thing they stressed.
Yep. Definitely, man. Definitely. We got do we have any clips or we're gonna rip through them, man?
Oh, I was trying to find him. I can't fucking find him.
Okay. Topic number 1. Hey man, they found those bodies, man, in Detroit City, in that basement, man. They found those boys, the rappers that went missing.
That's crazy, man.
Man, being a rapper got to be more motherfucking problematic than working at a fucking nuclear power plant, man.
Yeah,
Bruh.
I mean,
With nothing on, butt naked. Like
Bruh.
these cats, man, either they going to jail and telling on each other, which that's just part of course now, or so many of them are dying, man. Like and it ain't even got to be the popular motherfuckers. You know,
this is the prime example. You know,
Right.
these cats were looking. It was like once the show got canceled, they were looking for an open mic.
bro.
So how much
That's
money?
okay.
So how much money you think these cats is gonna get paid for this show?
Because my thing is, we may be of a different generation. You know, we give our age away when we name certain artists.
Facts.
But we still know some of the cats, like, you know, ESTG and, you know, Migos and all these cats who still,
Yeah.
even now, they starting to be like the older cats out. Oh, but some of these motherfuckers I ain't never heard. They be
Never
like,
heard
yeah,
of.
they got to say Atlanta rapper. You like,
Yeah.
God damn, what the fuck?
Yeah.
These cats, that's the most hazardous goddamn. I used to want it to shit. I wouldn't even fucking try and freestyle in this day and age.
But the thing that tripped me out is like all 3 of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it wasn't like one dude got shot here and one cat. They all got shot as killed in the same spot. All the bodies dumped in the basement and covered up.
On some Snoop and Chris Partlow shit.
That part.
Right.
It was like, what were y'all doing, man? Like, and who the fuck is y'all promoter?
Well, you caught the end of the article that the police confirmed all 3 of these motherfuckers were cooperating with them.
Yeah.
That, I mean, I got to the end and said, oh, well, fuck it.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
They've been running their mouth, and old boy mom traced his car back through OnStar, tracked his ass down. Then they had some little 15-year-old dude driving a whip. He was like, shit, the big homie told me to take it. So,
and the D is a different kind of place, man. I'm gonna just say,
totally different, bro.
Yeah, like you know that the whole shit is political when they go mentioning Chicago all the time.
Yeah.
Which ain't never on the top 10 most violent city list. They skip past the Detroits, Baltimores, the Clevelands, the motherfucking Memphises. But Detroit, I knew a bunch of motherfuckers from there. That motherfucker, shit.
That was old stomping grounds back in the wonder years, but never had no issues because I wasn't looking for none.
There you go. Never had none either.
I always had a good time down at the River Rock, the Network. I'm shouting out all these old ass fucking clubs, man. But yeah, man, never had no issues out there. But yeah, they did something for them to get jammed up that way.
That way,
I don't think it caught on the way that it should. Like, 3 rappers all got shot and killed. Y'all done did something, man. They got you.
I would tend to believe that I'm starting to think people are desensitized when they say a rapper.
Yeah,
of course.
And then a motherfucker that don't nobody know, they like a rapper. He rapped, but hey man, I just hate that. I hate that hip hop. Not to say that it wasn't already there. I just hate that hip hop became synonymous with the streets and with crime, because it always was the streets. I mean, when you think back, I think they said Rakim's cover. If you look at the cover of his album, the whole Paid in Full, the whole Supreme team was on that shit.
Yeah.
When you listen to Corey Pegues tell the story, was Supreme team turned police officer. But god damn, man, like it's a whole nother thing now, man.
But now we got this, this YouTube era. Kids, how many clips do you come across on YouTube Shorts with dude running up on cars, lighting them up, like really lighting their asses up? Like, dude, that's an assault rifle.
Yeah.
I mean, the gun damn near bigger than the shooter.
Yeah.
He's shooting it and he damn near it kicked back on him so hard, man. He damn near got his hand on the barrel because he had it at the butt. As soon as he let go, you know what I'm saying? He started busting. The damn thing kicked on him. So he's like holding it like, God dang, I didn't know he had that kind of kick.
Man,
It's crazy watching. And I don't even know why it pop up on my feed, but they come on. I try to hurry up and, you know, skip past. I don't want to see nobody get lit up.
You must have typed in gun christening, because if he didn't know it had a kick like that, that was his christening moment.
Facts.
Like,
Hey, go ahead, put it up to your eyeball. Put it up to your eye. Go ahead.
Right.
there's a cat, a brother by the name of DJ Ghost, man. This cat, he has all of these. He reviews all of these vids of this shit.
It's a lane. Go ahead, man. Yeah, it's definitely a lane for this shit.
Yeah, and it's like, where the fuck? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I just, you know, you sometimes, man, it puts you in. You start really looking like, damn, man. Start feeling for this next generation, man. Cause it's like, God damn, man, this is hip hop was supposed to get you out of the hood, and now it is the hood.
Yeah,
yes, sir. Like I said, we had variety. There's no variety. Scarface. I saw an interview with Scarface not too long ago, and he said that he's not against this new era of rappers. He's like, but it just sounds like one continuous song.
Yeah.
He was like, where, you know, nobody's standing out. It all sounds like one continuous song. And I was like, well said. Well said, OG. Because that's what it sounded like to me. I can't distinguish anybody. You know, back in the day, when you could distinguish the Far Side from NWA, from Above the Law. You know, we had, everybody was rocking, man. Digital Underground. We had variety. Now it's like, this is all you got.
When we were coming up, you had concept albums and you had people who were looking to have a marquee sound. Yeah. You heard a Dre track, it had a marquee sound. You're like, oh, that's Dre. If you heard a Daz Dillinger track, you're like, oh, that's man,
Daz. You heard Quick.
Primo.
Exactly. Primo. You know you heard that Primo.
Right.
Battle Cat.
Guru.
Battle Cat.
You know,
what's my cat out of Detroit?
Dilla.
Hey,
Dilla. For sure.
You already knew. You heard the elements of the track and you were like, oh, yeah, that's so and so. And that's missing now. Like he said, it does sound like one continuous song. It's like they tuned into one frequency and they just rock that frequency. Period.
That's it. Thank you, Drizzy. Like this era, they have to introduce themselves. Like, you know, mustard on the track. You know, it's like back then in our days, we knew by hearing.
You knew who it was
by ear. Yeah.
You heard an Eric Sermon track, you knew that was that.
Oh, there you go.
Like
knew it.
We knew Havoc snares.
That part.
There you go. If you heard that signature scratch, you knew it was Primo.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That fucking gritty beat that he would come. Oh, he always came with like
you knew it was Primo. But now these guys got to introduce themselves per track. And cats be like, yeah, man, it's gonna cost you an extra 20 if you don't let me say my tagline on your track.
Right.
Like, see, that's whack. People should be able to hear your shit and not have to, you know, hear you screaming in the beginning of the damn song.
Right.
You know, produced by such and such. Like, oh man, don't do that shit on my shit. No, I'll pay you the extra.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm going to remind y'all when that kind of started, and it might have been even earlier than this, but Just Blaze.
Yep.
And when I first started learning how to produce tracks, I learned you have to scar your track. There would be some kind of audio anomaly within that you only knew, but they would hear it, right? They would hear it so suddenly, like, wait a minute,
the Neptunes.
That out.
The Neptunes.
Like, no.
So like
Neptunes. Yeah, but they didn't have to announce it. You heard it. You actually had to pay attention to what was going on. But us, we knew off rip, like, oh shit. As soon as that came on, you just sat back and was like, shit, I can't wait.
That's Beats by the Pound. That's Cool and Dre.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
That's digging in the crates. I know the sound.
DITC,
Spider-Man and Freeze in full effect.
Knots. You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah.
Ninth Wonder.
Come on, man. Come on. I could name them cats to this day. I can name them motherfuckers. Now it's such a skater on the track.
But the thing is, though, too, you gotta think about it as far as this digital age, because back in the day, you had to go to the producer to hear they tracks.
Right.
Now it's you sending. I mean, and the thing, it was Dilla was the one who actually still had it to where you had to come to him because he would send tracks, but all of his tracks would be like a minute long, and the beat would fade in, it would fade up to a certain point, and like once you get to a certain point to where you could just catch the beat, it would fade right back out, so you couldn't loop it.
You couldn't loop it and you couldn't jack his shit. Because
Yeah,
he will take some stuff that you didn't even know.
yeah.
Remember that shit I sent you, or whatever. And I was like, I didn't know that wasn't even what they were saying, but he used it that
Exactly.
way. It was like, what the hell?
Exactly.
Well, when you speak
Exactly.
like that, man, I kind of get it because if you think about it, that's always been a thing with the DJ when they used to cover up their records and shit, so motherfuckers wouldn't know what they were scratching.
Yep. They won't know. Like I had to take my time out of my day to go dig in those crates and find that banger, and I found it at 2 minutes dash 36 seconds.
Right.
You know, and that's where I'm gonna use that break from there to 250. You know,
and just imagine how far we've come. Now you can play that sampled song.
Yes.
And Alexa will tell you what 3 songs is in
that part. Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's just James Brown mixed with
That's live at the bar.
But you guys remember how cats used to mark the albums or whatever with a little dash in there?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
What you call it? Kid Capri was known for catching records without marking them. And he said like the old heads would be like, how the fuck is he doing that? He will catch
old
that,
heads.
The older heads.
God damn.
Yeah. Remember how cats will rewind the record back a little bit and then catch that sweet spot and mark it with a pen or a marker or whatever, crayon or whatever, right? And that's the sweet spot. That's where I want to mix right there, or I want to scratch right there. Kid Capri will catch it by looking at it, doing it on the fly. You see what I'm saying? Do you understand how hard that is? There's like this dude was mixing in real time, catching records, not one turntable, both turntables, catching them. Picture that shit, man.
But that's what I love about that show, to get down, because it broke down that whole process for a new generation.
Timing.
Yeah, boy.
And it's something if you're a fan of the DJ, man, you got to appreciate a cat who could catch records without even marking them and just knowing where it's supposed to break at by spending that much time in the crates.
I don't think this generation knows. I don't even think most of our generation knew that the DJ was the pinnacle of the whole shit back in the day. It wasn't the MC. Wasn't the MC.
Hey, shit, Eric Douglas.
That's how Eric B and Jazzy Jeff got top billing over Rakim and the Fresh Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
indeed, sir. Indeed.
DJ
all right, man. We done went on for a little bit.
Let's get
let's talk about this dude with the body modifications, man. And he's tripping because restaurants won't let him in. Now, I didn't know there was a thing called a black alien.
Yeah.
You see that clip or whatever with the dude with all the body modifications, man? What the fuck is that? I didn't know there's white aliens and black aliens. How does this work?
It's grays, reptilians, and insectoids and all that shit.
Okay, so that's the thing. Black aliens. So
I don't know if it's a black one.
See this.
I mean,
I tell you, check out a guy named Dr. Delbert Blair. He's deceased now, right? But he talks about them, and I was gonna big up one guy, but he was, he went down for some nefarious shit involving children. So those of you who get it, you get it. You don't study 90s hip hop, you'll find his name all throughout. There's a bunch of those guys and girls following him back then. But yeah, there's people that this a whole. I don't even know what the official files are, because I've never looked into it, but they describe these tall black aliens who are supposed to be the masters over the grays. and they're like 7 feet tall on average, and they have skin, the darkest of our melanated hue or ether, right? They're highly intelligent, and they say they're mostly benevolent.
whatever, dude.
Right,
Look here.
right.
Indigenous aliens, my
I
nigga.
I just hate when people do
Indeed.
stuff like this and then act like nobody's going to notice.
Indeed.
They want to be provocative, and it's like, dude, yeah, they don't want you, inside their damn establishment looking like that, man. You scaring the kids. The fuck you?
Yeah.
That would scare me. I mean, shit.
Man, let me just say this, man. If we gonna say that this motherfucker is crazy at this point, we gotta say it's a bunch of other fucking people that's crazy. I'm not gonna name no names because then some algorithms and all this shit and shadow ban, all that bullshit. But he's over in France. If he was over here, that shit, where he would probably be able to go to court and say, I'm gonna sue these motherfuckers and close up their restaurant because, as he said in the article, this is how I feel. I felt that I was born in the wrong body and I've been trying to figure it out. And I feel good about myself. That's why I related that other shit to body identity dysmorphia. And people was like, oh, you can't do that. It's the exact same shit. This man had removed 2 of his fingers, his ears, his nostrils. And is he crazy? I think the motherfucker is batshit crazy. But it go hand in hand with the other fucking thing. It literally goes hand in hand with the other fucking thing. And it's like, bruh, just like don't nobody want to. Let me pull it back.
There you
Let
go.
me pull it back. I've been trying to do better. But of course, ain't nobody gonna let you up in the soup kitchen without your nostrils, B. Was it hanging all over the clam chowders and shit, man? Hanging all over the clam chowders. We don't know if some shit gonna fall out your nose, family. But it's just, I mean, come on, man. Instead of and as I was looking at that, I'm gonna land my plane. My wife was like, "Who in the fuck did this operation on his hands like that? Where's the ethics at? You know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't nobody stop this motherfucker?" And I say this: they don't stop him because we cater to this stupid shit. And instead of trying to help people, we cater to these fucking fantasies. Now, in another 10 to 20 years, when society changes and these motherfuckers are put in cages, I'm just joking here, but people are looking at these motherfuckers like circus fucking freaks. What's going to be said later? What is going to be said later? I don't know, man.
I mean, the damage is done. He done got his nostrils are gone. That's a done deal.
I mean, if he could pay for it, I guess they say they got to do it.
That part
too.
That part,
I mean,
yeah.
Not just that. I mean, what got me was the fact that he kept saying, well, it's hard to get a job. Well, shit. If you can fly all across the world to get these surgeries, apparently you coming up with the money somehow.
Let me ask you a
Probably
question.
got a couple of ribs removed.
That man, let me ask y'all brothers a question though. Is this shit any different than follow me? Just follow me.
Go ahead.
Is it any different than plastic surgery or BBLs or lip injections and all that shit?
Nope.
Because he got injections in his arms.
Yeah, he got
your body.
injections, but
you see what I'm saying?
Look, honestly,
I'm just devil's advocate right here. That's
parallel.
all I'm saying.
It's parallel.
I don't think it is, but I feel as though he choosing the wrong profession. I mean, honestly, if he want to find a job, he on some alien shit. He can go to a fucking theme park and get paid for that shit, bro.
Right.
He come to Vegas.
I was just about
walk
to say
the strip.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
And just take pictures. $20 a pop.
Facts.
He'd be good. $20 a pop. All he got to do, motherfucker up there dressed like a transformer.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
If you trying to do all this stuff with his body, use your mind, stupid.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I wonder how well he can wipe his ass with 3 fingers.
Probably really.
Hey, like
just
Sugar
figure how
Free
many
with the
fingers
long
get in the way.
nails, slow as hell.
You think you can get up in there good, Cuddy? Like better?
Oh yeah.
You
know the doctors left the long fingers.
He's French, man. They have bidets over there, man. He uses bidets.
Yeah, he got tushies and shit.
He's all right, man. You get that little squirt. He'd be fine.
They cut his ears off, man.
But yeah, man, I saw it and was like, first of all, I don't know what the hell is a black alien. I didn't know they were.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I didn't know that
either. Me up.
Levels of this shit, man.
We got our own tribe over there.
Oh, you know what? I made a statement earlier.
Predators.
What's up?
I got to recant my statement previously. There was a guy who was allegedly a former government agency employee, that was talking about his encounter with them. And he was describing them in the same fashion. And he was of a lighter hue and complexion.
Got it.
Not say that makes it more credible, but it definitely diversifies.
I got you. He was like, man, it keeps everybody honest. It's
If
keeping
Mars-
everybody
Just
honest.
Just
Mars has got a Kenya. These niggas is from there.
And I guarantee you, they all calling us Akatas on this planet.
we don't deal with Akata.
We don't go to that planet and save the Akata. God damn. Y'all don't like us
Fucking
either?
hilarious.
How is your
All right.
relationship with the police going these days, huh?
All right, gentlemen, let's keep this same energy, man, for this
Let's get
next
it.
dude, man.
Let's get it.
That Texan what the fuck is that?
Centillionaire, millionaire nigga.
Millionaire
Woo.
spends $2 million a year trying to reverse aging. I was like, okay, I'm thinking, just the skin and all that stuff. They talking about his rectum, his penis, and everything else.
He
Trying to
told on
restore him.
himself.
Yeah, trying to restore back to his teens.
Blown out.
Yeah, boy.
Out of all,
Yeah,
out of all the
boy.
shit you need, you want a new asshole? You told on yourself, bruh.
Hey,
Right.
that's the one part of you that will always show your age. Your asshole and your knees. If you can blow both of them out, you know what I mean? And people will
God
notice.
damn.
It will change the way you walk.
To have that kind of money, man. You do all this and then you end up getting in, allegedly get into a fucking car accident, and lights out. You spending $2 million a year with this damn regimen. The regimen sounds crazy as hell, man. It's like, dude, you don't have a life for anything. This is what you're living for? You trying to reverse aging to have this kind of lifestyle? Because I guess you're gonna have to keep doing this, right?
What's his age? Anybody get his age?
He was like in his mid 40s. Hey, well,
Yeah.
Okay.
hold on. Before we go any further, to Brian Johnson, I know it's at least 6 dudes right now who can use $2 million. Right here.
Dude,
Holla.
I understand. I'm just saying what is going on with this. And I think it all goes down to what Al was saying as far as cats in their thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The same is he could fall into that same category as the alien dude. That's what I'm saying, man. Keep that same energy. I was like, dude, you can't sustain that, man. I mean, you can, apparently you can, but by the numbers, the doctors are saying, like, internally, yeah, he does have the body of a, like, dude, but come on, man, stop playing.
They're like, we fixed everything but your Johnson, sir. And your ass, since that's what you wanted. It kind of reminds me of that Tales from the Crypt story, man, where the dude wanted to be young again. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Go ahead, man. Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, he paid off the money, and he got the young body. His legs was old as shit, but he got the young body, but lost his girl, and the other cat pretty much became him. The old body, the money, everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Man, look.
That's what I'm saying. You focusing on this, and then all of a sudden there's a car accident or something else happened. You going through one of these procedures, you're getting your rectum tightened, and you die during surgery.
Right.
Or you can get kidnapped by Greys that take you to the big black aliens and your butthole gets blown out.
See how they go together?
Either way.
That damn anal probe, man.
They don't fix you before they drop you off.
You're going to drop the pistol before you bust through the window.
I mean,
hey, man. It's crazy because I did hear that like science has had a breakthrough on that shit. I mean, I don't get it, man. I think that's some power mad shit. Because when you look at what's the one Rockefeller, this motherfucker done had six or 9 heart transplants.
Damn.
Oh, to the motherfucker. And you got people that be on that transplant list for I don't know how long, but this cat can get them like candy.
All you had to say was Rockefeller. Go ahead.
There you go.
That part.
So
Wow.
you know, it's one of them Roth or Rock, whatever. But the problem, I mean, I don't know, man. Like it would be nice, but really, who in the fuck does want to do this forever? I don't think that's in our nature, man, to watch everybody you love go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
So I feel glad and sad at the same time about those folks who live into their hundreds. Like you outlived everybody.
Yeah.
Listen to what is going on. He's getting his asshole fixed. Okay, somebody's knocking the bottom out his ass, and he wants that to continue forever.
I don't think it's about the sex. I think it's about this diet his ass is on. So apparently he's on that pot. If he's
Yeah, I don't
eating,
know, bro.
Yeah,
Because
you
I
know,
don't,
it's a
dude,
lot coming out, man. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
What's that
But he
diet?
mentioned
A lot of
that,
dick in that
though.
diet. Huh?
bruh,
Freshly squeezed penis.
Allegedly,
bruh.
I'm trying to keep it clean. This is our first time
Sorry,
on
you're
Google.
right.
This is
Yeah.
the
You're
first
right.
time on
Colon
this
blow.
new
Colon
This
platform,
whole
blow
man.
shit about to go black.
Hey, man, just trying to be clean.
They
as
also
best we
said
can.
that he overdoing it with taking pictures of his stool.
What's up with this cat, man? It's some more shit, man.
Who complained?
It's people like, dude,
Who was looking at
quit
his shit?
sending us fucking group chat photos of your damn stool. I understand that you're on this diet, man, but damn,
Bruh.
quit sending the damn pics.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Put it in your own,
Something's
put it
wrong
on your
with
own
him.
share drive, man.
Something wrong with him. He ain't all
Come
that.
on,
Yeah,
come on,
2
come
million
on.
a year.
Every
2
single
million a
one
year.
of us have taken one of those shits that we were so proud of.
Facts.
And I've taken photos. I haven't sent them out yet, but I plan on making an NFT collection of my stool.
Yeah, bro, but you gonna do like one. You ain't gonna do 500.
that part, man.
You gonna do
That part.
one. I mean, if you see, I am impressed when I got a large turd. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like,
Damn right. That's
that's
man
man
shit.
shit.
That's man
Yeah,
shit.
but shoot.
big motherfucker. I was backed up, but look. But I ain't gonna send y'all a picture of that. I wouldn't have no friends no more.
All right. Just think about how big his are now that his asshole's blown out.
Allegedly.
Last forever.
It's getting fixed, Tank. Every year it's getting fixed. Okay? Every
Yeah,
year.
you know, I've had the same asshole for 45 years. ain't
Yeah, I ain't spending no money on mine. Yeah.
I mean, asshole at least will, last 45 years with good treatment,
You know you got bread when you swapping out assholes. I'm just saying.
Or you getting it touched up. Yeah.
Hey, that goes
don't
along
forget about that and the penis too, man. They
Hey,
getting,
that goes-
balls getting Botox, everything, man. No wrinkles.
What did
that goes along with that. Remember that?
They're
That one
taking the
story-
assholes off monkeys? I mean, where are they getting these assholes from?
Listen, hey, remember they were
Yeah.
talking about fecal replacement in the one
Yeah.
episode we did, right?
Yeah.
It's all connected. It's
Yeah.
something they
Yeah.
found. It's
I'm
something
sure that's
they
part of
found.
his. I'm pretty sure that's part of his regimen.
Mm.
But yeah, man, this shit is fucking crazy, man. The number jumped out at me. I was like, dude, you spending how much? Dude, pay me like 100 G's and I'll tell you the man every damn day. I'll boost your ego and be like, man, you look good. I walk around like Jerome with the mirror.
I
You
need
know,
two.
shit.
I need 2 million for that, bro.
Jerome.
I still look for 2 million.
And ever since Madonna got hot, that price went up.
Yeah, we go back there, man.
See,
huh?
but you know what? That connects to what I was about to say, man. He trying to find out how much adrenochrome he needs per day.
Mm.
Oh, my bad. I said the A word. Excuse me, y'all.
No worries, no worries.
Oh
All
boy.
right, man.
Pay no attention to the man behind the camera. He is not.
All right, man. Keep that energy going, man. We got to talk about our homie that we need to get on the show, Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
He's
been called. Yeah,
He's
he's been
in
called the
some trouble.
Antichrist on Twitter for helping out blind people.
That's why you got atheists, because of people like that call people that's genuinely doing some good in the world. This man paid for 1,000 motherfuckers to regain their sight, some after 62 years. And you got people who probably don't do any good in the fucking world, think they doing something because they go to Sunday school calling a man an antichrist. Like, mind
For them
your
to-
business, man.
Yeah, for them to make that leap,
Yeah,
Right.
like you know what I mean. Like they call him that of all things. You know what I mean. I get if they said he was just using it, to boost up his channel. But dude, he
Dude been on this.
thank you. That's his whole gimmick is helping out motherfuckers. And for them to go there, like I said, that was a real hard pivot. Like, oh, he's the Antichrist. What?
Yeah.
Let me
What's
say
the
something.
old saying? Oh, my bad. Go
No,
ahead.
go. You got it, brother. Go ahead.
Jealousy is crueler than the grave.
Okay.
Damn.
That's
I
where
watched this other fake ass content so-called creator talking trash about him, how he did something illegal and that he lied about the 1,000 people. And then he's like, oh, it's probably only 600 or 700. Maybe your other 200 to 300 couldn't make it that day. That doesn't mean that he didn't already pay for whatever, you know what I'm saying, to be done to assist with them getting their site back.
If he paid for one, it's still
right.
progress.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
They're just reaching. Go ahead.
No, that's where I was going. Like, what if he gonna do good? Well, he do good without recording. It ain't like he handing out sandwiches on Skid Row with potato chip bags. You giving motherfuckers the eyesight. Let me be blind and give me my eyesight back, motherfucker. You can have a free reality show for me, a free fucking reality show.
Facts.
That's the problem with the social medias. Everybody feels like they have the right to comment on your fucking life. It's not like a critique of. It's not like a social commentary like this. People dive into shit and be like, "You wrong for what you did to her, bitch." Don't nobody know what you doing in your personal life.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? You don't even know the circumstances, motherfucker.
Let them know.
I just it killed me. You ever see how these people act with these movie stars on social media? Like
Yeah.
I was. Somebody told me to check out Kevin Hart shit. They said he pretty much revolutionized the use of, I want to say, Twitter. And that's how he built his fan base with Twitter. He was the first one to really do that. So I'm checking his shit out, man. And it wasn't even the negative comments that got me. It was the look at my boy Kev. That's my boy, my nigga Kev. Look at my bro. I'm like, that cat don't know y'all, man. Y'all are fans. Y'all just saw laugh at my pain, and y'all motherfuckers think that y'all on the first name basis with him. It's something missing from people's lives. Like, I don't know if it's a sense of achievement that's missing or purpose.
Just think about we had somebody hate watch when we talked about R. Kelly when he dropped that album and that one. I wish I'd take this down. You know that didn't like you're not his people,
right?
You don't work for the team. Why are you internalizing the shit that we say? And like Tank had famously put it. Sometimes we have sober conversations, but half the time we're a little saucy or whatever. But anyway,
all I said was the album was fire, nigga.
Listen, what has he ever recorded that wasn't though?
That's what I'm saying.
Right, you could say all the other shit and it could be true and negative and throw him away, lock him up, put him in the chair, whatever you think. Okay, but musically, there's no conversation.
But somebody just caught feelings, to Al's point, saying how people eternalize that shit, acting like they team,
right?
Kelly. And it's like, dude, he don't know you
at all.
Don't know you. Listen, I heard R. Kelly sing about tossing salad, and that shit sounded amazing. Girl, I want to toss your salad while we're making love. I'll be eating. Cat is a genius. He may have did some other things that may be true, but take shit down. Like, this ain't your show, motherfucker. Make your own show.
Right.
You want to talk about sales in the light you want to talk about them.
Go on and do you.
All this shit.
You for comments.
Give him the South Pizzeria.
You said what?
Give him the South Pizzeria.
Yeah, exactly.
The shit is basically the social media thing is that everybody got some kind of platform now, and the fact that celebrities is on here too, they feel as though they have that direct connection because sometimes you might have it where the celebrity might have that 1 in 1 million chance that they might like or respond to whatever somebody says. So now everybody trying to get on that bandwagon. And this whole shit with Mr. Beast now, or my fault, they get delusional is what they are. You know what I'm saying? That's what motherfuckers is when they do that hate watching shit, or they like, oh, my man, man, stop. Because this whole shit with this thing now is these motherfuckers hate watching trolls, because anybody who gonna hate somebody who gives somebody sight is the same motherfucker who will call in a bomb threat to the Special Olympics.
There you go. There you go.
Allegedly.
These the cats be
Allegedly.
So
swatting.
that's
I
that
know.
month. Yeah,
I got
but
you.
yeah,
You give cats sight. Hey, you
That
fuck
part,
out it.
that's what tripped me out. I was like, what part any of this is wrong? You how do you even fix your face to say some ill shit about somebody who's helping somebody regain
Right.
their vision? People who never even had their vision. He just had that surgery. They just couldn't afford that damn surgery, and he gave it to him.
Because you a miserable motherfucker. That's what
That
it boils
part.
down
You
to.
gotta be, man.
That part.
You,
Misery
I mean,
loves company, and
you-
I reject your
they
invitation, you dumb
they're saying,
bitch.
why is he recording it? Why was Oprah recorded in front of a live studio audience? You get a car, and you get a car. Like, who's mad about that? I'm
That's
not
what I'm
mad.
saying.
I'm not even mad. I wasn't in line to get into the Oprah show that day. Like, I'm not mad. Like, everybody got a fucking car.
But
See how
literally,
you
What's
felt
there to
about
be
that?
mad
I felt
about?
the same way. I was like, man, they could see. They could see now. Like, just imagine going through life not being able to see, and somebody's like, "Hey, man, just for shits and giggles, man, I want to pay for your surgery.
Right.
What I got to do? Nothing. Just go to the appointment. We got you."
people
And-
whine that people in society are selfish.
Mm-hmm.
You get one of the most selfless acts in human history, and he's the Antichrist. Like
The
that's why
Antichrist.
there's atheists. That's
It
why
ain't even
motherfuckers
just,
is
it's
atheists,
not
man.
even just that, bro. It's so much fucked up shit going on in this world and so much negative shit that's captured on camera.
Right.
So you have somebody doing something positive, yet paying for somebody, multiple people to regain or get sight. On top of that, he donated money for something else as far as to the place where the procedure was happened. So you have something positive going on, and now you're complaining about that. Miserable.
Let me say this.
Miserable.
It is. We just witnessed not too long ago a brother get beat to death by 5 police officers, and you got people. Oh, he shouldn't have been doing this, that, and the 15th. When the shit, that's the shit you should have been criticizing was the man being beaten to death, but somebody giving people sight.
That's the energy now. That's
Yeah.
the energy
And
now.
now-
And the focus has always been so fucked up over here in
Can I
these
bring
United
light?
Arab States.
Can I
What
bring
if they're right?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Cuddy.
Good
What if
point.
they're right?
I was gonna say, can I bring light to something? But I don't agree. Yeah, but I know what you're saying. Yeah, there's
No,
always-
go ahead, because I want to hear this vantage point. I want to
Okay.
hear this.
The only vantage point that they're coming from is one of miseducation. That's the sad part. Like, it's even funny. I snicker at the even implication of the thought process, and this is why there is a whole market that dispels woke culture. Right? It's for these things exactly. You would look at something and say, "Oh, he's giving sight to the blind. Oh, check it out. Check it out. What else is he doing? Oh, he's doing it publicly. Oh, there's 1,000, right? But the Bible said 5,000 people were fed by 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, right? So now this is where you're drawing your comparison, right? But it's so far off fucking base. And they won't even state it publicly because after it got out, it just took off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't even
Right.
hear this part of it. But I can see it. I already know that's what it was. And they're like, he's trying to be Jesus.
Come on, man.
Like
Nah,
you said,
I
man,
see where you're
I'm
coming
saying
from.
the people are so
ignorance is
crazy
coming
these
from.
days, bro.
The
I'm telling you.
ignorance.
You're
The
right.
ignorance.
Trying to be
Absolutely.
Jesus.
And thank you for breaking that
Absolutely.
down because I could
Yeah.
not make the connection on how they get from what he was doing to the Antichrist. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
For that
If,
breakdown.
if somebody want to criticize something now, and this is me, Mr. Motherfuckers shouldn't get $15 an hour for flipping burgers, which I stand on, homie. But I think what should be criticized is the fact that if it is possible to help people see again, why in the fuck do we even have to pay for something like that? People got to just sit in darkness because they ain't got a couple dollars to get it. You see what I'm saying? That's what should be criticized.
American way.
Yeah, but again, it goes back to Drizzy's point, the ignorance.
Yeah.
Like he said, he a grown ass man, as he just said, had to snicker
Maybe they're unskilled labor.
Ignorance.
They're unskilled labor. You know, they don't make $15 an hour. They can't
They
afford
can't
to
afford
get
the insurance to get their
Is
eyes
that, is,
fixed.
that, is that what it is? Maybe
Yeah.
this is it.
Yeah.
You're unskilled labor. We can't help you see. Is that what you trying to
So,
say?
dude, you trying to say these are the cats who can't pick my eggs?
They
This,
got
this is
reason
why
why
my eggs prices are so damn high because the unskilled labor ain't there to clean up the chicken coops. Huh?
I think the lack of sight is gonna make anybody unskilled, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Maybe,
look at
Somewhat.
Stevie.
maybe,
Stevie Wonder's not unskilled.
you
No,
see,
he's
there
a
you go.
genius. He's a genius,
You're a
though.
fucking genius.
There's only
He
one
can
of those.
see.
He's a
He
genius.
can see.
A little
He
bit.
can
He
see.
can
I
see.
seen them
But
videos. YouTube don't lie to nobody. I seen the videos.
I seen him. He was at that joint when somebody started licking off shots, and he was the first one running, and he ain't hit nothing. But go ahead.
He can drive. Stevie Wonder can drive. He be doing
man.
donuts in the parking lot.
You said he was jumping over shit.
He ain't hit nothing up.
He ran into Cosby. Remember that episode?
If you don't get the fuck out of here,
Robert.
man, if you don't get the fuck out of here,
I just called.
Oh
get
shit!
the fuck out of here. You said he caught the one baseball that was knocked into the stands. Stevie Wonder just caught Daryl's. Wait a fucking minute, Stevie Wonder.
Stevie fucking Wonder. Yeah,
Oh,
man.
y'all catch a trip, man.
But
Yeah,
again, man, thank you for rounding that circle
Yeah,
off
I had
for
to
us.
bring it home, man. He
Jake,
been
that
trying to
was
say he's
on point because I just couldn't wrap my head around the
Alright.
ignorance of it. And it's just like,
Yeah.
this cat did
trying to make himself out to be like the Christ.
he could be giving away, like, hey man, I got these girls, I didn't pay them. Is free blowjob Tuesday, and somebody has something ill to say. Like, dude, he's doing a service because he's helping out cats who will probably go shoot up something because they couldn't release their beast. But
Man, look,
That part.
I wonder if I paid for 5,000 motherfuckers that was gonna go shoot up something to go get some ass, would they say the same thing about me?
see,
Yeah.
You just need some pussy,
Yeah.
man.
Mhm.
see, now
They be like, "Did any of them eat Miss Jenner's?" See, I told you. I told you Aubrey's the Antichrist.
Right.
I mean, that's a bold statement to call a man a fucking antichrist.
Right.
He's coming out of pocket. It's like, man,
Right.
how does that work, man? How does that really work, man? I never understood that how they made that leap like that. I was like, hold on, because he does stuff all the time, but this one just really stuck out. I was like, the Antichrist, really, y'all? Okay,
They're Christians. They gotta make like crazy leaps just to believe. You know what I mean? Like,
okay,
yeah, like
okay.
if you can sell somebody that shit, yeah, you're just a little bit, just a little nudge in this direction, and you can believe any fucking thing.
So what you saying? Like these folks are pretty much telling their kids, you can't follow him no more because he's the Antichrist. You got to unfollow, Mr. Beast because of what he's doing. Now, how do you square that with it?
Because his name is Mr. Beast.
You
There
talk
you
to
go.
church.
There you go.
Mark of the
Mark of
Bong.
Got
So
you.
Cuddy,
Got it.
I
Okay,
hate to cut you
okay.
off.
See, well, shots fired. Shots fired.
Yeah.
Shots received.
You know what I'm saying?
I would have
It's
shot you in the body, man. Why'd you shoot me in the face?
I hate to cut you. I hate to cut you off, Cuddy. I hate to cut you off, Cuddy. But I do want to point this out. It is a difference between the Christians. I know you're gonna go somewhere and be like, yeah, blah 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 blah. But if you think about it, back in the day, our people that went to church, all the old church women with the hats and the wigs, not the motherfuckers be coming up in the whole dresses nowadays. All the old church women would have said, look at Drizzy. All the old church women would have said, that's God working through him.
Nah.
That's an act of God. That is the hand of God. He is doing God's will. He's the vessel. Now these new motherfuckers he the Antichrist because he doing some shit I can't do. That's what it is. That's what it's all
calls
about.
himself, like Corey said, Mr. Beast. I forgot
Right.
And don't forget, when he came into the church, he ain't stop at that ATM.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Just think of how much money that church gets, and they ain't fix nobody's fucking sight. They'll pray for it though.
There you go.
Yeah.
This blind motherfucker with his walking stick. As soon as he heard about it, he walked out
done
of
with this
church.
segment.
Believe it.
Mr.
You want to believe God
he felt
for
the
you.
guilt. He said, "Wait a minute, did somebody fix the site?"
Hey.
Yeah, he got his ass up out that church and found his way to a computer.
Mhm.
I need help. Somebody help me type Mr. Beast.
You know, 6 of these motherfuckers stopped time this week. Talking about they gonna go pay for a surgery. I've been praying over these niggas taking 10%. Yes.
Oh my God.
Watch.
Careful of dollar out here to talk to him.
Watch.
Yeah.
Old thing gonna get wind of this. If I pay for 10 motherfuckers to get their eyesight fixed, imagine how much money I can get.
And if I live stream it
And that's the other
from the
thing.
church,
During the
That motherfucker would let people into the church during the hurricane and ain't lose one parishioner. But this
Man.
cat gives eyesight to some blind people and he the devil.
Hey,
Antichrist.
if
Not
God
the
can
devil,
talk
the
to you through
Antichrist.
burning bushes and shit, why the fuck do you go to church every Sunday?
I think the Bible was speaking metaphorically. I think he was talking about weed, bro. Learn it, look, homie.
Weed or an STD.
Right. We
I
see
was
you
about to
talking to
say
God
that,
right
bro.
now.
I was thinking weed or gonorrhea, bro. Facts.
You
Saturday night stripper singing that Sunday morning solo.
Yeah,
Gonorrhea.
you
You talking to God right now, Cuddy? You need to get rid of that bong, man. That bong, I don't like that bong, man. I hate that fucking bong.
What?
Sit on that glass stick.
Hold it the other
oh
way.
my
Hold
God.
it the other way. It looked like that. It looked like that embrace sculpture. That motherfucker got veins, nigga.
That motherfucker got, hey, you got 2 puppy dog nuts. Looks like puppy dog ears.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
All right, gents.
Yo,
Let's
next.
keep the energy, man.
Let's
keep the
get it. What we
energy.
got? What we got?
Last one, man, the shit we was talking about earlier, fam. New Jack City, the stage.
New Jack.
Come on, man.
No.
We go around the horn on your thoughts. Now you read the article and saw that
I'd rather see above the rim
nah,
on stage.
man, because we can't have Pac.
Skeeter Wilson as
Man.
We can't have Pac, man. But they got G Money, man.
I gotta see it, man. I
They
gotta
got
see
G
it,
Money.
son.
Man.
Can you imagine if they brought like another one of the old cast members back? If this shit get popular, if we actually see West
They gotta-
jump up in that shit, but like,
That's
trust me, they'll get ready,
Samuel,
man.
or
See-
well, West died, but what you call it? Or Mario Van Peebles.
Yeah, come on, man.
Nah.
Or the cat that played Danny,
Bruh.
Oh shit, the white dude.
the white dude that played Danny.
Bruh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That
Fuck
was
that.
dope.
You
Or
gotta
Keisha.
bring Keisha back. You gotta bring Keisha back, dog.
Keisha.
You
Bring
gotta bring
Keisha back.
Keisha. Not even that or Chris Rock. Because let's be real. Besides Nino Brown, only motherfuckers who had parts that you were saying back was motherfucking Keisha and Pookie.
And the Dunner man.
Yeah.
And he ain't here.
And what you call it, man?
That
Yeah,
was-
he's
that
not
was-
here.
that was
But
here.
you got G Money, you know what I'm saying?
But
And
he-
them
Yeah.
niggas.
But
Oh,
dude,
come on,
as far as a stage play, bro, I can't even think about seeing no motherfucking like New Jack City reenacted live, except for that Martin skit when his CD player was lost.
He brought out the
Listen.
fake Rottweiler.
Yeah,
Hey man, but we don't
That was funny,
even
though.
have anybody looking into our movies like this to even bring it to
Right.
like we got Tyler Perry
yeah.
shit.
Nah, because
know.
think about it. They brought this. They did set it off.
Did they?
Yeah,
Okay.
they did set it off.
They
They did set it off. This is what
They
this
did.
is. Yeah, they set it off.
Okay. Okay.
It's the
So-
same
All right.
company, theater company.
I want to see. Here's the thing. I want to say the people that did set it off was Matthew Knowles' company.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me
Okay.
say this. I was always a big fan of this movie because there was this duality between G Money and Nino.
Yeah.
Like to me, Money was the brilliant motherfucker. He put the whole shit in motion with the idea for them to even sell that shit.
Yeah.
He brought crack to him. Yes.
He brought crack to
Yeah.
him. You know what I'm saying? I think that I just think that West was playing him for certain reasons. Nino was playing him, but I thought it was, you know, I as I grew older, I started looking at these hood movies and I didn't like them because I saw the messages, but people completely missed the message. Like if we look at Boys in the Hood, nobody paid attention to Fury and Styles. That's how I fucking learned about
Nah,
gentrification.
That was right.
That was, you know
Right.
why? Because it was pivotal because that movie represented that time.
There you go.
That shit was
Yeah.
happening damn near in real time. They were telling the shit that was
Yes.
going on right outside your window.
Right.
And again, you know, back to G Money or whatever. Think about it. Like you said, people missing the story. All this betrayal and shit started happening because of what? A female.
A fucking female.
All this
Yeah.
money, millions of dollars, all this
Millions
shit
of dollars.
tumbling down over a female. And this shit
Right.
is still happening in real time today.
In real time.
Tale of Two Cities.
Yeah.
It's always been that story.
Right.
All
Yeah.
this,
You know?
you get
Remember
to the
the
root of
Jay-Z
it.
song, The Power of the PUSS
Yeah.
Lot, right?
Yeah,
Right.
That's KRS-One. You know,
Was it KRS?
The P, the P ain't free. You know, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. And
For sure.
that's what it broke. All this shit that happened in this movie, it all crumbled because of G Money and his feelings like he messing with old girl.
Right.
You know, and now he started smoking crack and everything just went to shit. You know, he all in
Right.
his feelings. And that's what's happening now. Is that still cats get into their feelings and don't take time to reevaluate and be like, hey man, it's bigger than some ass.
But I
Yeah,
think
for
I
sure.
think for Money, the whole situation with Money was he realized that Nino wasn't practicing what he preached.
He wasn't his brother's keeper. He wasn't his brother's keeper.
What his brother G Money believed in that shit. I ain't saying that's a reason to go to the pipe. I'd have been like, fuck that bitch. I'm a millionaire. Nigga.
Right.
You keep that raggedy bitch. Matter of fact, give me Michael Michelle with the light-eyed pretty motherfucker. Give me her ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can have this raggedy ass bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bitch embarrassed him at the crib. Like it's what you're saying. Like we missed. I think it was so many messages in these movies at the time. You got to think. What was my man who made John Singleton? When you watch Higher Learning and all the messages in that shit.
Yeah.
This was Mario Van Peebles. So many messages, and for some odd reason, everybody just like, yeah, I want to be Nino Brown. You know, look at Scarface. Everybody want to be Scarface, but missed the motherfucking message of the movie.
Yeah,
listen,
Fury and Styles, Minister Society. The message was in Charles S. Dutton's character. What you gonna
you
do
go
with
back
them?
and watch all them shits now. Go back and watch The Wire now. It all hit different now, bro.
It does.
Yeah.
All hit different now.
Yeah, because we were in it. We were in it. We weren't just like watching it. We were in it at that time. Now we older.
Yeah, we was in it now. We was in it then. We observe it now.
Now that part. And now we got some years on it, so we could sit back and like, damn, we should have paid attention. How many cats you know you watched that movie with ain't here?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's either in the ground or in that cell.
Yeah.
You know, didn't pay attention. Like you said, the message just went over because we in it like, oh man, he jacked that motherfucker for his D's in the drive-through. Yeah, that shit ain't live. You know what I'm saying? But back then when we were watching it, we was like, yeah, get that motherfucker, man. That's how shit goes, man. You get, you got caught slipping. Not saying like, dude, that's fucked up. This motherfucker got robbed in the drive-through.
We supposed to be brothers.
Listen, man. Listen.
Can't erase what we were, Frank.
Classic line. I said a double burger with
Can't erase
cheese.
what we were.
Right. Listen, man. He specifically put a character in Minister Society to deter motherfuckers from smoking crack. Well, homeboy said, man, I got these cheeseburgers. I suck your dick. Yeah.
What did you say?
I'm like,
what you say?
That's why every time you found out somebody was smoking crack, anytime I found out somebody was smoking crack, I'm like, man, that cat got cheeseburgers. He sucked dick. I ain't sucking dick for cheeseburgers, nigga.
He holding that bag up dirty as fuck, scratching himself.
Right.
Like, hey, man, I got these burgers. You're like, man, get your ass out of here, man.
Right.
No. Your dusty ass. But but wasn't that happening at that time?
Yeah.
Was that not happening? Have you not ran into somebody on some shit like that? That's like,
that shit happening now, just to other people.
Yeah.
But they're getting help for that shit. They don't want to call it. They want to call it the disease. They not calling that
now.
shit.
It's an epidemic now.
It's a health problem now.
Let me tell you something, man. I seen some shit, and I'm not saying that. Shockingly, me, Mr. Don't get these motherfuckers $15 an hour. They coming up with some other thing, man. I can't put my finger. I just heard about it the other day, and I'm like, man, they are going all the way the fuck out to help these people. And if you, I know it's me. I mean, people always say, man, we don't need to always go to race, but in this country, just certain things. If you grew up in a certain area, you can't help but to. That's why you don't knock the old heads. And all I can remember was when the crack epidemic hit, they demonized the fuck out of our people. It wasn't a disease. They wasn't people that needed help. We didn't let these motherfuckers lay all over the streets and shit. We didn't spend how many millions of dollars coming up with housing and treatment facilities. They're coming up with them, them tiny houses that people are building.
Yeah.
They funding the construction of a tiny house village.
Yeah.
For these motherfuckers.
It's happening here too.
And every time that they do that, these motherfuckers don't want to be there. They end up leaving. It's too many rules to follow.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck. They don't, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, y'all, it's a disease with them.
Addiction is a different beast.
Right. But I just feel like let those faces out there become black again. And we gonna see what time it is.
Yeah, it went from crack to pills.
There's some other components to that too, fellas. Like the same time that narrative was out, there was good information about why you shouldn't smoke it. That's the funny thing I remember as a child.
Mm-hmm.
Like it actually said what it did to our specific biophysical makeup.
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing the signs when it said crack kills. That shit scared the hell out of me.
What I'm saying,
you took a hit, you fucking died. But go ahead.
Now they admit in UCLA's basement they had monkeys smoking crack in the 60s, right?
God damn.
Now they'll admit that, right?
Yeah.
So you missed the irony, not you, but I'm saying we missed the irony of the 70s and 80s when freebase cocaine turned into crack rock, and that one component added to the coca changes
the whole molecular structure.
And they told you.
Yep.
How did they know, right? Because they had already been using it on the monkeys in the lab.
Everybody had to cook in the hood. Everybody who knew, because you had dope. Dope was always in the hood.
Always.
You had somebody who knew how to rock it up.
Drizzy,
Everybody had that person in the hood who knew how to rock that shit up and was just like, ooh, so now I could double, triple my money off this little bit of powder. Yeah, and like you said, that's when that element kicked in.
Drizzy, let me say this. I'm a layman, right? I'm a layman.
Okay.
I ain't know nothing about no scientific papers.
Mm-hmm.
All you had to do was have a motherfucker crack an egg, pick up an egg and say, this is your brain. Crack that bitch into a skillet and say, this your brain on drugs. I don't want my brain to be on drugs.
Right. Nancy Reagan said, just say no.
And I said no. But this is what I'm going to say. This is how I knew. Even before I got into, what is it called? Dark, Gary Webb's book.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The cat they did the movie Kill the Messenger about. I was always thinking for years, man, as a youngin', like, okay, what the fuck else do they use crack vials for? What else do they use the little weed baggies for? Who the fuck is making these fucking things? It ain't no motherfucker on the north side that's sitting up there making little baggies and crack vials with a glass shop. Okay, where's the accessories like the pipe coming from? Remember them old pipes, the real well-constructed ones?
Yeah.
That you know
the
what
glass
I'm saying?
sticks,
The glass sticks that if you go into a chemistry class and you start looking at certain things, you're like, man, this kind of look like a crack pipe if you arrange the shit a certain way, the beaker and all that shit, Nick. I'm just saying, man, when you start thinking like these niggas they're making the accessories for this shit.
And they came into the hood and they used it was like a petri dish. And you know what I'm saying? We use, not that I know firsthand anything, but they was using, baby food containers because you could heat them joints up. You could boil them in water, and that's how they rocked up the dope. They used those because they could sustain the fucking heat. With the recipe. Like I said, and how does a person in the hood know this?
I always said that, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's a recipe.
A motherfucker that dropped out of high school and don't know shit about chemistry. Niggas ain't even had Bill Nye back then. But this motherfucker know how to the exact recipe for crack. And if he put a little cinnamon in there, that it's gonna have its own flavor.
What
Hey,
Raekwon said,
cinnamon.
he was like, I put milk in there. The fiends love that. You know, he
Think
put a little
about-
milk in there.
Come on, man. You got motherfuckers that couldn't read or count money.
But could rock up an 8-ball.
Family, how many of them cats that was major drug lords? I ain't even just talking Frank Lucas. These
Mhm.
cats was major drug. These cats couldn't count fucking money. They had stacks. That's where that whole turn away money comes.
Yeah, can you say what 35 pounds is what, $1 million?
There you go.
Yeah, way money. That's how they used to do this shit. Like it was coming in so fast, man, we couldn't count it.
Yeah,
It was like money was wilting inside the walls.
yeah.
We had so much damn money in there. It was like we couldn't fucking keep it. We had to store it in the back of the walls, and we didn't store it right. So we had thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars that wilted because we didn't pack it up right.
And it ain't hurt none of it ain't even touch what they really had.
Yeah, burying money in the fucking yard.
They
You know.
pulled it out of circulation.
Man,
That part.
like they
All they did
said,
was make some
man.
debt notes out
Yeah.
of the 13 families
Yeah.
circulation, and then
Yeah.
they could find you eventually.
They could find, yeah, that part.
Hey,
But,
man.
we marked
we,
that
we,
money.
we don't know what we don't know. You know what we don't know, as we come to find out. That's all. Like, I'm not condemning our people or any other group of people that fell victim to this, right? But it's just obvious that there was people connected to the powers that be.
Yeah,
that
I mean, how do you think a Uzi
planned
got to
this
the
out.
hood? You know what I mean? Like, shit, where the fuck you gonna get an Uzi from? And you never left your city.
Right.
It came from somewhere. They
Yeah,
don't
man.
make, they don't make them here.
Well, you know, that's what you know what the when you there's these videos, man, from Chicago. These cats like, yeah, man, crates of this shit were just turned up in the alleys.
The alleyways, yep.
Ammunition 1 week, and then the weapons.
Guns and the guns the
Or-
next.
These cats, you would hear kids say, yeah, man, you know, the trains would go through, man, and a crate of weapons would just magically fall off this motherfucker.
Have you cats been watching like some of that BMF stuff? Like the old
Yep.
who been out, who came back home. He was like, dude, I could come up in your city and I could turn the lights on. He was like, I will turn the lights on for everybody. He was like, I had the connect. All I had to do was link up with the right dudes. He was like, and the only thing I was doing was dropping off. He would lay down, 10, 15 bricks, move on to the next city. And then by the time he got done dropping off everything, double back to collect. And that was his rounds. I was like, that's how the shit went. That's why everybody ate up Menace to Society. Boys in the Hood. Cats was actually moving like that. That's why
Right.
it hit so fucking hard. Because we actually saw that shit, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Mhm.
We had the Furious. We knew the dudes like that was in the hood. We had the Doughboys in the hood. We had the Rickies. Everybody that was in those movies were relatable. And that's
Yeah.
why to
Yeah.
this day, we still like, damn, it hits different now.
We had the Canes,
That part.
the
Yeah.
old dogs, the faggot ass Chaunceys. We had them all. And we also had,
Disclaimer, that was a real character. That was the name.
That was a
Disclaimer
real
for
character.
everybody.
yeah, that's the name of the character.
Yo,
Damn.
Wax. Hey, nigga. Let me get some hungry than a motherfucker out here.
Told you don't come bring your ass around here no more.
Get out for 10:30.
Yeah, man. I saw the message. Maybe it was just me at the time, but I was like, when that cat when Lawrence would talk in Boys in the Hood, I listened. When Charles S. Dutton would talk, because I was a big fan of Rock. Rock was always putting out some real shit and some social commentary in that show. Sometimes I go back and watch the old episodes, but I just hate that so many of our people missed the message, man.
He did time. Rock actually,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
it
He
was
did
real.
time.
It was real for him.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why it hit a little different, coming from him. You actually felt it. Just like Lawrence, man. I mean, he said cats will come up to him and his homeboy was like, man, you don't understand your impact from what you did in that movie. He was like, dude, you were somebody's dad, not
That
just
was
on
me.
that film, actually for a whole generation of dudes. They could relate to you like that, man. So that's why they show you so much love. Because he said he was out with his people and he was like, dude, I don't know why I get so much love from these dudes or whatever. He was like, man, do you not understand what you did? You know,
You wouldn't
And
believe how
protect his
many.
daughter though.
You
stop.
said what?
Pimples on the booty. Pimples
Oh,
on the
come
booty.
on, man.
Stop
Don't
it,
do
man.
that. Don't do that. Don't do that to
That's
Larry,
his
man.
legacy. Is that his legacy now, Tank? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying nobody
That's
looked
her
out
legacy.
for her. Nobody looked
Hey,
out for her.
that was a
These streets
that
didn't look out for her, man.
Lawrence did what he was supposed to do because that was a catch and kill situation. They caught that story and they killed it. It came out a little bit and then
Right.
the shit went
Right.
away.
Because
It was
the thing I don't like about that story is everybody rode on him,
Yeah.
but nobody said where the fuck was her mother at. You know what I'm saying? Why was she out doing this trifling ass shit?
First thing he did was like, look, we got to kill this shit. I don't know what power I have in this fucking Hollyweird, but we got to shut this shit down. And
Right.
sure as shit, it went away.
It went away just like his
It went
real
away.
name went away. It went from Larry to Lawrence, and so did that story. That story went from Larry to Lawrence.
Just like that. And shame on you for bringing that up, man. We having a moment and you're gonna bring up pimples on the booty. That ain't right, man.
I was just saying that if a lot of these street dudes looked up to Lawrence Fishburne, they should have looked out for it. Looked out for his daughter when she was,
They did.
Awful.
That's why they put a camera in front of that.
Let me-
booty.
hey, let me say this,
They
though.
did look out for it because you his daughter. We're gonna make sure you get, some
Let me
shine.
say this though. You had cats taking advantage of her because and she a grown motherfucker. She made her own decisions. But I'm gonna say this: they took advantage of her because of who her dad was. I listened to Brian Pumper talk about the shit, and Carmen came back on his ass now. But he was just like, "How could I not do that, huh?"
What happened to Brian Pumper?
Brian Pumper put her in the.
Yeah. But what was the? I mean,
Oh, they say this motherfucker done fell off big, man. Like none of the other. I mean, not like this is some dignified group of people, but none of the other porn stars fuck with him like that. They say they said that he fell hard. All his money gone.
Damn.
And you done threw your nuts on the roulette table that many times and ain't got shit to show for it no more.
Awful.
It happens. Damn, that's fucked up.
Speaking of derailed conversation, but allegedly back in the there was a group of individuals that had expressed at one point in time, allegedly, they may or may not have partaken in grand theft auto. And those vehicles ended up on the railroad tracks and burning. And this is a common theme in Chicago. I'm just saying. So this is nothing new per se. What I was told, this allegedly, this was over 30 years ago. And it was kind of like a fairy tale to me because I never seen it happening. Of course, I wasn't involved in any alleged such activities. So then seeing this play out in certain towns, it's like you see 13-year-olds and you ask a 13-year-old and you're going to get a violent answer, right? You like carrying around guns? No. Why you got that gun? That's a Desert Eagle, isn't it? A 45 or yeah, that's exactly what it is. How you know? Oh, I'm a gun enthusiast. Oh, okay. So you carry guns too? Yeah. He's like, I don't like carrying guns. Like, well, why are you carrying a gun, man? You only 13 years old. He said, because all the other 13-year-olds have a gun.
Yeah, ain't nobody fighting. Yeah.
If you're the only one without one, what's gonna happen to you?
Right.
And that's how the game changed. Cats went from knuckling up, and all of a sudden you heard, somebody with he got his daddy's pistol. Got a little 38, got a little 6-shooter. And all of a sudden you heard it went from tat 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 to do 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 do. I mean, all you had to do was just sit inside the crib. You could hear the action.
Right.
It changed real quick. And also what changed was the money. The money was coming in at that time, man. Just think about how our city was moving. All the players that was on the stage or whatever, all the dope cars, everything that went along with it, the jewelry, the girls, all that shit, that whole scene. And the money was just pouring in at that time, man. And once that shit came to an end, once we had what was that fucking cop that got caught with the camera rolling and they were fudging the numbers. The dude with the skunk shit on his head, was it Phil?
Oh, I know who you're
The
talking
white
about,
dude.
but I cannot place the name.
They
I'm
were
talking
right.
about dog.
They were doing an investigation on him, getting all these high drug busts or whatever, and
Mhm.
somebody left the camera rolling, and they
Mhm.
showed them
Yeah.
pulling out fake shit, trying to
I went
fudge the
to school
numbers.
with that cat's son, man, because he was highly revered at one point in time.
Was that
Oh,
Phil
man.
Chance?
Yeah,
Phil Chance.
I think so.
Chance.
Chance.
There you go.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
he got exposed. That shit, there's a bunch of fuckery that went on, in the city,
Mhm.
and
Mm,
full circle, man.
man.
But brothers, thank you again.
Yes, indeed.
Another great podcast, and we tried our best with this new Google.
No chance, Junior. We're gonna get it working. We're gonna
Yeah,
work
Yeah,
on
we gonna get it working.
You went to school with his kid, dog?
I want to say was he a sheriff? Let me see
Yes.
something. I think that may have been him,
He was
man.
sheriff at one time.
Yeah,
Because I know the cat graduated and became a cop himself, man.
yeah, that was some dirty low down shit. And you had all the D boys saying this motherfucker dirty. They kept saying that, like, this motherfucker, hey man, he ain't catch me with all that weight. I don't know what the fuck he got, but that wasn't what the fuck I had. I own up to what I had, man. This motherfucker laying bricks on me. You got cats probably still locked up to this day behind charges this dude didn't enforce.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was, as a kid, we didn't necessarily watch the news, but it was just certain shit that stuck out at a certain time because you actually you lived in, around the way, you knew the cats who were getting pinched. So one day you see him and the next you don't. You're like, what happened? And man, they caught him with such and such. I was like, man, how the fuck he have like 3-4 bricks and he still live with his mama?
Right.
That the math ain't mathing.
Yeah. Oh, he was a kingpin. Man,
Huh?
dude only
What?
dude. How is he a kingpin, dude? The nigga broke.
Right. He put his rims on his mama's car. How does that work?
I just gave him some gas money. How you kingpin?
Yeah, I think Junior is, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I'm
When
sure
stories like
one
that
of
was
these
hidden, it
motherfuckers,
just
I don't know.
didn't make any sense. And and the hood knew before the internet, it was the hood. Like everybody knew who got shot, you know what I'm saying, who died and who killed them before the news did. Everybody
Mhm.
knew. Before the internet, you knew who did what and why they got what they got. So
Oh yeah, the streets was faster than the internet, brother.
definitely. You knew, and it was like, hey, so I advise you to stay away from so and so because he did what, he did that, right? So
Right.
I advise you not to be rolling with him because he's a target right now. So be cool.
Be cool, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Yeah, there it is.
Kobe Red.
Oh,
Kobe Red.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like a
Red
pimp.
today.
That's a pimp name.
Ah,
That
Kobe
is.
Red.
He gonna come on next week. It's Kobe Ray.
okay.
Kobe Ed. Kobe Ed.
Kobe Red.
Kobe Ed. Once I figure out how to change my name.
Chicago wins. Chicago
Just
wins.
go to your Google account, man.
All right, gentlemen. Let's go around the horn one time, man. Who y'all got for the Super Bowl?
Where we start?
Up.
Who's playing, man? I don't watch football.
I was about to ask the same fucking thing.
Kansas City versus
Kansas
Versus
City
who?
versus Philly.
Philly.
Oh, Philly. I'm gonna go with Philly. I don't know why. Let's
All
go
right.
with Philly because of DJ Jazzy Jeff in the Transformer scratch. Let's go.
C-Dub, talk to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Philly too for Siegel, y'all.
Got you. Broad Street Bully in the building.
Yes, sir.
Brother Jay, what you say?
I'm gonna go with the conspiracy prediction. The indigenous chiefs overtake the Eagles of Enlil from the Sumerian
The
epic.
fucking
All right.
indigenous chiefs.
Yeah, I was a Kansas City fan, Chief. Fucking Kansas City Chiefs fan. Long time ago, back when they had that big Nigerian cat.
Christian Okoye.
Christian
Yeah.
Okoye. Oh my God, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have his
okay.
rookie card.
No
Okay.
shit.
Hold on to that, son. Hold on to that. Hope it's in the shrink wrap. Yeah.
NFT
Oh,
that
yeah.
motherfucker.
Oh,
You going KC?
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
I seen that fucking quarterback can pull all kind of shit out his ass.
Definitely. Pat Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Yeah, that
Hey,
that kid's a magician, man. He's got a
Okay.
gift.
Okay. And he's they said if he win, he'd be the youngest to win back to back, whatever. But he's on track to be, damn near the GOAT. But I'm gonna go with Illy Philly. So we got 3 Phillies and 2 natives.
I ain't watching this shit.
Everybody's watching
Hey,
it, man.
y'all! If Philly wins, we're going to war. Yeah, if
Who's the halftime motherfucker?
Kansas City
man?
wins, we're going to war.
Who's performing the halftime?
I'm trying to
Rihanna
Rihanna
forming a
got it.
halftime show.
Yeah,
I'm on.
yeah.
I like
Yeah, boy.
I'll watch it if she promises to sing over her show.
All I got is Rihanna.
Stupid as hell.
That's the performance you want to see, Tank? The over the shoulder.
All I really care about. I cut the volume off. Yeah.
I watched the Super Bowl for the commercials, and that's about it. I don't have no skin in the game, man. My Bengals bungled and didn't make it back, but whatever, man. It is what it is. It's always next season. And like I said, I'm gonna go with Philly. We got 3-2 Philly. You heard it here. We got Philly gonna win this game.
Even though, Armani James said it. He said Patrick Mahomes' dad looked like he got a pint of Hennessy and he looked like he got a pack of Cools in his pocket.
He probably do, man. The dude, yeah. Hey, man, he can kick it with us any day, man.
Oh yeah, he looked cool
He
as a
hood as
motherfucker,
shit,
man.
man.
He looked cool as a
He hood
motherfucker,
as
man.
shit.
For real.
He dissed my quarterback after they beat, my Bengals or whatever. Talk about, well, how you feeling? Yeah, we smoking on burros right now. I was like, you motherfucker. Okay, that's how you rolling.
He looked like
You know
one
they
of
had
them
to get him back. They put him out last year. The Bengals put him out last year.
It is what it is, man. He ain't have to go hard like that, man. That was a
He
fresh
looked like
defeat.
one of them
You ain't have to do
motherfuckers
that, man.
He looked like he grilled hot dogs in 32-degree weather outside. Facts.
Oh yeah.
For real, bro. For real. He looked like one of them motherfuckers. Cool as shit, though. Facts.
Cold as
Salute
hell.
to
He
him.
barbecue it.
Salute to him for real.
Who want one of these bratwursts?
Yeah, man.
And to
It's
tell you
cold.
straight up, you be like, it's cold. I wanted some barbecue.
Yeah. For sure. For
They say it
sure.
just like that. Barbecue.
Facts.
All right, gentlemen.
All right.
Hey, man, what we got to do with this one, Tank? We got to leave it up, or we?
No, we just hit the end button and be good.
All right, gentlemen.
Peace.
See you after the Super Bowl.
Peace.
Peace.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Like,
Please.
subscribe.
Come to the
Weibo Room.
website.
Hit the bell.
Yes, WeiboRoom.com.
Peace
Yeah.
to all the new subs.
Because we about that bread. Yeah.
That's right. Bread, FNFT,
Oh,
clothing.
They probably think when they tune in, they going to see 5 Jewish motherfuckers.
Yeah, probably so.
Weibo Room? Is this a channel about cobbling shoes?
Man, I'm done. I'm done.
You
Man.
stupid. Peace.
Peace.